And some tarot readings. I don't know what I don't know what deck. I sort of had this feeling about not knowing what deck to utilize. So we'll see how we go. That's what we got here. Live chat. Yep. Participate. Just subscribers. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what deck we're gonna be utilizing. Shit, shall we use, what the hell's this one? Okay, well maybe these little two. I don't know, don't know what my guides are doing. Welcome, Monique. Nimit, I don't know what my guides are doing tonight. We'll see what we get. Nimit, Nefarious, how are you? You're on TikTok, aren't you, Nefarious? Because I'm unfollowing a few people on there that told me to follow them at the beginning. And I'm like, oh, you guys are weird. I don't know. Guys, I don't know what deck to use. I just don't know what I feel like. It's a weird feeling. I don't know. I have to get the little book out for this one. This is the trinket one. So we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Who would like a card? Navarius, let's do you. I don't know how we'll go with this deck. It's got time in it. It's got freaking, let's see what we got. You know, it's funny because I hopped on TikTok and it's so weird. I've been only like in the last, say, 2 weeks, I've been away, but so I went on TikTok. The girl said today, my goodness, you got powerful energy. The person before that said, wow, you got, wow, powerful energy. Everyone says that. It's really funny, like, you know. Yes, it's all friggin' hell. Okay, welcome. Okay, Navarius, let's do you. I don't know, let's just see how these cards go. TikTok's really weird. Okay, Navarius, what have I got? Yes, Monique. Okay, what does Navarius need to know? What does Navarius need to know? I don't know. I've got no idea what's going to come out of these readings. Is that even going to fit on there? What is hidden? What's that supposed to mean? Okay. 10. Wings. Does that remind you of Red Bull? Remember they got sued for okay, let's just see what the first one was. What is hidden? Okay, so number 10. Okay. Angel, protection from a higher power. Positive messages are coming through. Happy news. Divine guidance. There's no negatives with this card. The angel is one of the most positive symbols in tea leaf reading. Oh, that's right. This is like from a tea leaf reading deck. So you would have seen the angel wings in the leaves. My mum used to read tea leaves, so that's where. A divine power that truly lights the way forward for any inquiry that this symbol pertains to. The angel can also be our loved ones who may have passed over and are truly protecting us in our earthly world. It could be happy and joy relationships, the happy symbol for lovers, friendships, and blessed family life. You're in a peaceful and happy place in your career. Your positive influence will ultimately lead you to great success. I just want to light this too. Surrounded by light. Financial. So lucky if you have this symbol come out in a financial reading. Positive influence around your financial matters, whether it's simply budgeting your wealth or applying for a loan. No negatives apply. So that is that. And then let's do a tarot. Nice. Shall I do another little one? And actually, the psychic said to me, I need to drink more water. And she was so spot on. She's right on there. Okay. How's everyone going? Okay. Oh, look. Don't make others let you feel bad. I'll go back a little bit so you can see this little card. Oh, how cute. This is the Cherub Angel. This is a deck that was meant for kids. And I was actually going to clear out my decks. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to... It's more hassle than they're worth getting rid of decks. So I might as well just keep them all. It says here, kids can be mean when they're unhappy. Sometimes mean kids have mean parents. If other kids are not nice to you, it is because they want to make everyone else unhappy like they are. So this is really... Oh, your daughter won't get, well, I'll tell you something in a minute. When someone is mean to you, don't feel bad about yourself. Instead, let a parent or teacher know. So this is all about don't let people make you feel bad. How old's your daughter? Okay, now let's do tarot. Oh, she's on your baby. So she'd be eating, huh? Okay. These. Interesting that this says the Eight of Cups, and interesting that you had the angels protecting you, and interesting that the other card was about people being mean. But I do recall with the angel card, it did speak about positive finances. And interesting that this card specifically says about the Eight of Cups having money problems. So I have a feeling that perhaps it's what's on your mind. And I look at that cupcake, would you say? Cupcake thing. And it's empty, but there's a moon in it. So I feel like things are going. So there's a feeling here of, you know, escapism with this card, walking away, money problems. But I feel that's always on your mind. I feel like you've got really high standards. Because I'm hearing faster, 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 push harder, push harder, push harder. So I feel like you've got high standards for yourself. Okay, I have to say this to you. There's a feeling here of do not be so argumentative. And I know that sometimes if I said this to my husband, he would take offense. He would say, what do you mean? No, I'm not. I speak up. You know, there's, you know, that book that I often show sometimes when I'm live, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. There's a thing here about not everything needs a response. And I'm trying to, it's funny, I got in the lift today because I was away. We just got off the cruise ship. And I got in the lift and I thought, you know what I've got to really do? I was coming and I was walking on the gangplank off. And I thought, I've got to really become a better listener. So I don't know whether that message was for me or for you. And I thought, you know, I'm really going to focus on that. I'm going to be very mindful of listening. And I know sometimes we get a bit impatient. We may cut people off, or we may know what they're saying, or we may think, oh my God, you know, like, but that can come across as we're not listening to, because I'm just talking from my experience, right? If someone cuts me off or they don't listen or they change subjects, it sends out that message that you're not valuing what that person says. So I feel because of this, what I'm getting is with this argumentative, it can come across like that, but we can come across as impatient. Come on, get it over. What are you saying? Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? So just really take a step back and try and like, not everything needs a response. Like we don't have to be right at everything. We don't have to put our opinion to everything. Oh, I wonder. These kids up the road, I can hear them screaming. This third kid that they have, he's going to be a nightmare. That family, they don't know what they're in for, man. So that's your reading. So just really, now they're beeping. I'm trying to get that book out. I pulled it out last time. It's probably right at the beginning. Yeah, these kids, he's got two older kids. And I think he's gonna be a nightmare, that kid. I can just see it. Okay, let's just see. They're normally not that loud, but here we go. Pick a situation today, and if you do get this book, it's in the 4th verse. Oh yeah, worse. Pick a situation today, and the good thing is you can always rewind YouTube, and instead of verbally responding, be silent and listening to your thoughts. For example, in a social gathering or business meeting, choose to seek the emptiness found in silence. In order to be aware of your infinite self, invite it to let you know when or whether to respond. If you find your worldly ego interrupting or judging, then just observe that without criticizing or changing it, you'll begin to find more and more situations where it feels peaceful and joyful to be without response. So we will find our lives more calm. You know, just to be in the infinity that's hidden but always present. You might want to duplicate this advice of Mahara and post it conspicuously so you can read it daily. Wisdom is knowing I am nothing. Love is knowing I am everything. And between the two, my life moves. And while you're living, stay as close to love as you can. So that's a really important message. But it's so funny, when I was getting off the boat, I thought, I have to be a better listener. And it's funny that that's come up in your room reading, so maybe it was for you. And even at this one, it says, at some point today, notice an instance or annoyance or irritation you have with another person or situation. Decide to do the Teo way in that moment by turning inward without curiosity about where you are, and allow. Permit the paradox of wanting the irritant to vanish and allowing. It's like me. I could easily open that door and say, shut up. You know what I mean? But I'm like, live and learn. They'll do it to the wrong people. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, but my husband, he'll be in there, and I'm surprised he's not ringing me. You know, I'm thinking, well, at least I'm not awake. At least, you know, so that you know, it says, turn all your attention to becoming open-minded, allowing permissiveness to befriend the mystery within yourself. Notice how the feeling manifests, and do loop-de-loops in your stomach, giving a righteous to the skeleton. So it's just really a reminder here of just allow people to speak, take their opinion. We don't have to be right with everything. We don't have to add an opinion to something. And we can basically say, oh, thank you for sharing that, you know, like, and it allows them to feel and be heard. Not, does everyone feel that way sometimes when people interrupt you or they don't listen? It's sort of like, yeah, you're not valued. So just keep that in mind. But that's what I've got for you, okay? That's what I've got. And it says, what is hidden? So will we take that from the reading? Like, sometimes we can learn things by listening to others. Like, not everything, sometimes we don't have to be seen or heard. You know, maybe that's what that first card meant. All right, who else would like a reading? Let's do you. Now, getting back to the 3-year-old, I'm just speaking from my own personal opinion. I used to have really bad insomnia, and we look at foods with B12. You know, I can't remember my kids when they were 3. I really can't. Like, it's just a nightmare. I think I blocked it out. You know what I mean? And, you know, we used to go outside. We used to go to mother's group. We used to go to napping. I know with my daughter, it was different to my son. My son slept anywhere. My daughter, I made the mistake of, as soon as she screamed, I'd get up. I didn't do that to my son. But yeah, maybe just look into it. What foods help create a nurturing environment for 3-year-olds? I don't know. I have insomnia. Oh, well, maybe you need, I mean, for me, it was B12. All right, let's see what we've got for you. Everyone says magnesium, but for me, I found the B12 helped me. So just look into it, you know, speak to your doctor and whatever. You need to know. Okay, first little card. 6 months. So if you're thinking of something, it could be a time. Oh, they're so little, they're falling out of my hand. And it's really interesting about that B12 because you know what? My bloods came up that I was low in it. This is going back a few years ago, and the doctor never brought that up to my attention at all, probably because they don't see it as an issue. And I've read a lot about B12, and it actually, it lifts your stomach acid, it helps burn down your nutrients, helps sleep, it helps anxiety. There's, you know, anyway, I had to find that out myself. So you just have to investigate. Okay, what is there you need to know? Yeah, I take it every day. Okay, believe in yourself. Okay, and then we've got the tarot. They're cute, aren't they? All right. And then who else would like a card that's hiding in the background there? Thanks for the thumbs up too, guys. Monique. Do you know with TikTok too, I was watching this lady. She had like hundreds of people watching her. And you know what she said? And I'm like, whoa. She actually said to this person, I think the question was, is my husband having an affair? And she did the little rods and she said yes. And I thought, wow, gee, that's damaging. Wow. Like in that one word, I'm like, wow, that is so freaking damaging. Did you have a good weekend, Namit, when I read you last? 4 of Wands. Okay, we often see this card with a little thing in the middle, and it talks about engagement, marriages, good time, celebration. And I actually think I pulled this card maybe for you, did I, when you were going away? So the 4 of Wands is all about celebration, harmony, marriages, success, family, tranquility. What have I got for you? Yeah, that's good. I don't know whether someone's been sick. To me, and again, I'm not a doctor, I don't diagnose. I don't know whether someone has been going, oh, she's sick, I'll have to keep her at home. I don't know whether someone's been confined, like mollycoddled, but yet to me, there's a feeling here of they need to get out. There's a feeling here of to lighten up a little bit. That's what I've got with this card. So just bear that in mind, you know, like someone might need to push through, like if they've got a bit of a sniffle or a cold. Yeah, just go out and have fun. Oh, well, you know, like, you know, instead of being at home looking at 4 walls. I don't know. There's just a feeling here about this, about having fun. That's what I've got. Okay, so just that's for you. Okay, Monique, you're next. Oh my, did you? Actually, I'm watching a really good show. It's called Flight. It's on SBS, and it's about air hostesses, and they go out and gallivant. It's really good, actually, if you want to watch something. Monique, okay, what do you need to know? Is anyone watching that other show? What do you call it? Blind at First Sight, Marriage at First Sight, or whatever. So I watched that because it's really good looking at the psychology of people. Because that's how, you know, like, it expands my readings, because then you work out different personalities, what people would do, keeps you up to date. Yeah, so keep that in mind, okay? Get out. Don't, you know, don't put the fear in. My daughter watches that. You don't get these ones, Monique, so I'll put them away. All right. What makes you feel happy? Actually, that's a really sweet little photo there. That's an Instagram moment. What does Monique need to know? And Monique, that medium followed me again. I've been away, so my phone hasn't been online. And then I turned it on, and it has, you know, suggestions. And I'm like, Oh my God, she's followed 1,000 people again. What is wrong with that woman? And then I'm thinking, maybe it's a fake account. So weird. What does Monique know? Don't know how I did that, but anyway. Someone popped that up. What does Monique need to know? Oh, actually, that's a really good psychic game. Oh, we'll do that later. Actually, guys, think of a colour, and whatever the next tarot card comes out, we'll see who gets it right. There's a favourite colour up there. I don't know whether you can put it in the box or whether you can say it in the chat. That's a really good psychic game. Okay, let's see what we get. 15. House, home base, comfortable. I think this came up in your reading before, didn't it? Stability, security, family, freedom of worry, future, ease, relocation, agoraphobia, trapped within four walls. The house represents the things that are closest and comfortable to you. Think of the pair of warm arms that embrace you. These are the positive feelings around the house symbol. The house is an excellent indication of a secure, loving family relationship. Something substantial and stress-free. This symbol can represent a small family business or a smaller size company. If coupled with the fish or money card, where did you get it? No, you didn't get those. It can working from home. Think safety and protection of your hard-earned money, something to keep private and secure. This can symbolize family money. So I believe this is probably about you and your living, because I think that came up in your last reading from memory. That's why sometimes it's nice to go on TikTok, because you get to read other people. Okay, what does Monique need to know? No, we don't want those. Last shuffle. Oh, it is fell like. I'll use these a bit. Then I put it out on my little. The Hermit. Interesting. I did do a thing. So that, what would you say? That's green? How do you type the answer there? Can't even do the answer. Is that even showing up? Okay. Yeah, we moved out not that long ago. Crazy. Can we see this? I can't even do this. Okay. The Hermit. On my TikTok, this did come up in a reading for somebody, and it was about don't ignore the red flags. And that's when, normally when a card comes up in a reading, I normally either do a quick TikTok or something, just so I've got it in my mind, because obviously cards come up differently for different people. But this is really contemplation, seeing things from a different perspective, quiet time, critical thinking, knowledge. But what have we got here? It says here, loneliness, unattached, soul-searching, time needed alone. What have I got here for money? Hermit. I feel like you're going to begin to see the value of people, because there's a feeling here with me when I look at this card, Fool's Gold. And for me, that would mean that not everything is as we see it. Like, you know, we may look at something and we think, wow, she's got it all together, or she's such a great friend. I believe with this card, you'll be seeing people from in a different manner. And that doesn't mean we're better than them or we've outgrown them. It just means sometimes friends come and go, like, you know, like the wind type of thing, and we need them now, and then sometimes we don't need that energy, or we don't need. But there's a feeling here of, with this card, you're going to begin to see people for who they really are. And maybe that's, with this card, is the introspection, the awareness. Okay, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people's real thoughts besides. Yes, so that's really and this is a card as a reminder that it's okay to be alone. Like, it's okay not to be with these people or to cut them off. But the funny thing is, whenever you go to cut somebody off, they'll text you, they'll ring you. And I reckon the universe knows this. So it's like, you know, keep going, you know. It does. Don't you find that, guys, whenever you go to get rid of someone, it's like, oh my God, did they read my freaking thought? So that's what I have for you with that. So keep that in mind. All right. I know. Namit. Let's see what we've got with you. Just got to make sure that is out my little sage stick. So tiny. It's the tiniest little sage. Oh, green. Okay, guys, think of another colour. And for the tarot cards, see if you get it right. Just got to... No. What does Namit need to know? You might want to just comment in a minute, just so your profile is on the bottom. It's nice and warm there. You had a big storm up there. I know Brisbane was bracing for a big storm. Gentle. I'll have to read the book for that one. How cute are these cards? And you can't swim up there, can you? Because of the jellyfish and the... What else is up there? Box jellyfish. Oh, the crocodiles. It's so weird, isn't it? Fears. Oh, I'll have to read both of these. Okay, first cherub angel, gentle. Gentle means calm, quiet, nice and soft. This card says that you need to be around gentle people doing gentle things. Get away from video games and people who are loud. Calm yourself by praying, artwork, outdoors, or being with a pet. Oh, this is like an empath card. Just because other people are loud doesn't mean you need to be. You are very gentle and sensitive, so you need to be with others who are nice like you. Oh, fears. We had a honeymoon up there. Fears. Where in that book is that one? Must be in the other book. Nope. Where is that one? Don't know where that's going to fit in. It's not saying anything in that book. So this one. No, that's my lotto ticket. I'll try opening my tin. Nope. Oh, there it is. It's underneath. All right. So, guys, just think of a colour for that. No, it's not in here. So, it might come up in a different way. All right. So, think of a colour, what Namit's card's going to be. I don't know. I'm thinking pink, but I know that there's not pink in these cards. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Namit. Blue. Oh, well, nearly pink. Purple. Lilac. Two of Swords. Ooh, peace and harmony. Wow, Namit. Okay, that's two messages there about being with quiet people, taking some time out. This can be an avoidance card too, like a stalemate. But you know what? This card is also about facing fears. So Oh, you know, you had that fear card and then you've got the Two of Swords. And you know what's really weird? When I'm reading this, I'm sticking my finger up. So I don't know whether you've got to tell someone where to go, which is more, I'm really sticking my finger up. So I feel like there's going to be a conflict. See, maybe like this, just so you know that I'm not frozen. Just time for somebody to go. That's what I feel like. I feel like you're stalling. And that may be the facing fears. I don't know whether you have to have a conversation with somebody, but there's a feeling here that you've been stalling. And I feel like this person affects your moods. So just keep that in mind. But I feel like that's the fears. Okay, hint on Diorita. Do you want a card as well? That's what I've got. Does that make sense with you? It's me, Nimiria. Hinto Dorita. Would you like a card? Yes, you do. Okay. Thanks for subscribing. Guys, I am on Facebook and TikTok. I took off my Instagram. They closed the threads down. I thought, you know what? I just don't need another platform. I'm all cool. Okay. Hinto Dorotha. Hint on Dorita. Is that Spanish? Hint on Dorita. Okay, what have we got? First little one. Artwork. These are just little cards, guys. I normally don't utilize these, but I pulled them out today. I just felt really funky about what deck I was using. Even the tarot card. Oh, your one flew out. 16, the moon. What have we got here for the moon? And then we'll do you. It's me, Minira. Yeah, just be mindful. I was sticking my finger up when I was doing your reading, so there's definitely something there. Okay, the moon for you, sweetheart, into Doritha, is intuition, new phase, emotions, reflections, changes in the cycle. The moon is often a symbol where it's time to look at one's reflection. Imagine the moon as your mirror to yourself, your life, and what you reflect is what you're more likely to receive. Oh, deeply emotional relationships and quite often incredible connection between people. Trust your instincts more to those around you. And career, ready for a change? If the moon shines, it's time to look at your current workplace. And if looking for employment, then first look at yourself and ensure you are projecting a positive influence. Financials, remove all emotional attachments in money matters as it will only work against you as you will not be thinking clearly. Learn to listen to the depths of your intuition. It's screaming something that is not right. Then do not proceed. So that's the moon. But think of a colour, guys. Okay, Hinto Three. What have I got for you? Yellow. Okay. Oh, nope. It jumped out. Work. Are you stressed about work? Okay, 8 of Pentacles. This is about like learning a skill. Interesting that the last card was about this too. It's about determination and commitment and growing and learning and diligence and skill. So what have I got here for you? I don't know. Does someone around you make you feel low or down? And I'm assuming it's work. I feel like someone doesn't want you to learn new skills. And that's where the feeling down is. Maybe they're not wanting you to learn new skills so you don't outshine them. Does that make sense? Is someone around you trying to keep you in a box. Yes. Yeah. And what was the other card? The moon. What was the first one? Artwork. Yeah, that's the feel. Can I get rid of that? I don't know whether that will disappear. Will that go? Drag here to end. Yeah. I get that feeling with you. So we've got to be careful of people like that because they're insecure. And people like that actually can also cause us trouble because they don't want us to be better than them, and maybe they see something in with you. So just be mindful of somebody around that's trying to keep you down. And I feel like they think that you can't see them like that. They think that you're not that clever in that respect, but intuitively, you know exactly what they're up to. Like, and I feel like they don't praise you. Do you understand that? They don't even praise you either. They're holding you back. Be mindful of that there's somebody around you holding you back. So just be really mindful, think about that. There's somebody holding you back. Well, the best way to do that is when you go to bed, you think, because obviously we don't want to cause any issues, like, because some people, they're just like, I don't know, dogs to a bone. And I can also understand too, like I was young once too and insecure, and I probably held people back too because of my insecurity at work. But what you got to do is when you go to bed, I don't know whether you've got somebody who that's passed over, your mum, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, you can say, Uncle Joe, please, or my higher self, or God, I've got this problem at work and I feel like I'm being restricted or held back. Can you please help me solve it? And you know what? Normally, spirit will freaking open doors for you. It'd either be in conversations. Yeah, so just be very mindful. Just be, someone's holding you back and I feel like they're doing it purposely. Okay, so just be mindful. Okay, Namira, if you're still here, let me know. Guys, don't forget, I am on Facebook and TikTok and Facebook. I am on Twitter as well, but that's just what I do for me. So yeah, be mindful about that, sweetie. Okay, it's me, Namira. What have I got for you? I'm doing good, Vanessa. Okay, it's me, Namira. I'm just going to shuffle them all. And guys, you can think of a colour. It helps with your psychic skills. So I wore this colour yesterday. I wore pink and black, I think. Okay, it's me in the mirror. Yeah. Say again, it is like, I keep saying the pink one. All right. We weren't going to do that card first. We're going to do this one. Make a wish. Next card. The pros. Ooh, that's very positive. So think of something in a positive sense. I feel like I'm going to pull the next one of that deck. I feel like it's got anything to do with it. Baby pram. Birth of a child. New beginnings. Rebirth of oneself. Pregnancy. Innocence. Happiness and joy. So that's what we've got with that. So think about something, if you're manifesting something in the positives, think about things like that, the positives and negatives, but weigh up the positives more. Okay, Seven of Swords. It's interesting. These three just fit, as always, together so well because you've got manifesting, thinking of the positives, you've got make a wish, and then you've got the Seven of Swords, which is the wish card. So this is manifesting in a big way, It can mean manipulation and gossip and deception and don't copyright. But here on the actual card, it says plans, hopes, wish card, the highest minor arcana. Well, there you go. You learn something every day. So what else am I getting with this one? saying anything? Yeah, don't play small. That's what I've got. Guys, you had, the last reading, as well, I guess you can say, but there's a feeling here of don't play small. So, really think about whatever you're wanting to manifest in a really positive way, because we had that make-a-wish, the pros one, and then you got this wish card. But I got my guides to say, don't play small. So think big, manifest big, huge. That's what I've got for you. That's what I've got for you. It's nice. Okay, who else? Vanessa. So what? We'll just do cards in here. I don't do things, but yeah, do that. Vanessa. Sometimes I do questions on TikTok, but you're better off just finding what your higher self wants to know. Okay, Vanessa, what do you need to know? Vanessa. First off, you are a wonderful person. Be interesting where this reading goes. 12. That looks like a bat. Okay, 12. I've got a phobia for bats. 12. No, it's a mirror. Really? That can't be a mirror. 21. I was going to say, no way is that a mirror. Okay, 21. I haven't used this deck. Basically what this year would be like for me career-wise and love life. We'll see. We'll see what comes up. Oh, it doesn't even have this in this one. See if she's got it in here. I might have to turn the computer on and just... It's a bit dumb, isn't it? She's got a book here, but it doesn't have... To Google. It's too late. Good luck, prosperity, the arrival of happiness, fortune. There you go. Nice. All right. Okay, let's do the tarot now. Vanessa needs to know. Should do some horse readings, shouldn't I? Yeah, it's good. How good is this? The Chinese word for bat, full, sounds like the same word as prosperity. Wow, I need to stop changing my phobia for bats. What does Vanessa need to know? Anyone else like a card? Stick your name down there. Might have time for one more. Vanessa needs to know. What does Vanessa need to know? Oh, I didn't ask you guys the colour. But it's me, Namira. If you will be right for this one. Hermit. We were talking about the Hermit earlier. Someone else had the Hermit tonight. Okay, the Hermit is time away. I think Namit had it actually. It was about peaceful. Oh no, it wasn't Namit. Somebody else had the Hermit. So it's really about analysing things, seeing things in a different way, withdrawn, study. What have I got here with the Hermit? What have I got here with you? Vanessa. What have I got with the Vanessa? Okay. I feel like there's a feeling here of being sick and tired of following the leader. So to me, this sounds like about embracing your uniqueness. unless, of course, you are the boss and you're over it and other people need to step up and take time out. But there's a feeling here about the leader. Yeah. Do people follow you? Like, I want to say moths to a flame, but do people sort of, I'm not even going to say copy you. Do people leave everything up to you? Yes, I'm exhausted. Yes, you got that spot on. Exactly. It's like, yeah. So we need to, I'm the oldest child, by the way. Well, and you know what? I'm the youngest, and the youngest one, we normally suck it up and we normally just go with the flow, and we're not very good with speaking up because everyone goes, oh, you know. So the youngest one's different. But yeah, there's a feeling here of that. So this is about solitude, taking time out. And I feel like deserving, I'm getting the words deserving, and to me it feels like making sure that people honour what you've done, like not taking you for granted. That could be the word that I'm thinking here. But yeah, so there's a feeling here of taking a step back, withdrawing. And I know that's really hard to do when we've been in charge of something. So the only example I can give you is if someone does something and it's really, really crap, you just don't say anything and just let, because otherwise you'll be micromanaging and stepping back into that again. So yeah, there's a, honey, you've got to really step back, allow people to find their own light and their own knowledge of my lover. Yeah, it can be like that, isn't it? Don't we go in waves? It's funny, but yeah, that's what I've got for you, sweetie. What was the other ones? The bat, that's right, finances. And look, you are a wonderful person, and we can really see that sometimes when we step back, we can second guess ourselves that we're not doing enough, can't we? We think, oh my God, you know, like, so yeah, just keep that as an affirmation there. But that's what I've got for you. That's what I've got for you. Okay, Susan, let's do you. I don't mind these little cards. I haven't used them before. I think I have once, but not first. No questions, please. Okay. Susan, what do you need to know? Because the guides will give you what you need to know. And for Vanessa, she was wanting to know about this year, but she needs to step back. You know, it will all come through. No worries, sweetie. Okay, Susan. Don't forget Facebook and TikTok. Susan. Oh my God. Eat healthful food. And I was just about to say, I went to school with the Susan, and you know what? She was the biggest scab of food. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. What does Susan need to know? I wonder what she's like today. Okay, eat healthful food. Interesting, we had that before, what is hidden for somebody else. So we'll see how that goes out. And Susan, what do we need to know for tarot? Ooh, all that glitters isn't gold. Sometimes this is like, we can be a bit, what's the word? In a fantasy, in an illusion. Okay, so what have we got here with you? What have I got here for you? Okay, there's a feeling here of, oh my God, there's a saying. What's this saying? Okay, I knew the first two words of it. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. There's somebody around you that is showing themselves, and it's true. Do not make any excuses. What was the first thing? What is hidden? Sweetheart, you've got to listen to your intuition. There's someone showing you who they are, regardless of what claim they're making, regardless of what they're trying to sell you, regardless of their characteristics. Sweetie, you need to listen to that. You know, I went to see I don't know, can I say murder on this? Yes, I can. It's not TikTok. Murder case, and the guy had his fake Gucci, his pumped up muscles, his fake glasses. He's standing on the stand. He's this skinny little mud of a man. And I just thought, yeah, well, you're such a fake man, you know, honey. So just listen to that, sweetie. If they say something and makes you question it, it's going to be true. You know, what's that thing? If someone says something, it's probably true. Well, it's probably true. But that's what I've got for you. And we had what is hidden. So they're hiding themselves, their real self. So, sweetie, just be mindful about that and eat healthy food to help your intuition. Okay, Sprink, are you still here? Let me know. That's what I've got. Lucky last. I might go to bed. Lucky last, Sprink. I just want to shuffle so quickly. I don't know. Yeah, guys, you can always follow me on TikTok. You got me here on YouTube and Facebook. Oh my God, yeah. Believe in yourself. Isn't that cute? Let's see where that fits into your reading in a minute. Shaylee. Sprinkle. Yeah, wow. No, I don't want that card. It's backed around the way. So lovely. Ooh, one key. One key. Pleasant surprise, opportunities, a new pathway open, new experiences, successful outcome. There are new doorways of opportunity opening for you. You need the courage to turn the key. So let's see what we've got for you, Shirley. Thanks for the thumbs up. Okay, Shirley. I don't know whether I want this deck, but anyway, we're going to work with it. I'm going to say it's gold. It's blue. King of Cups. Man over 25, blue eyes, mature. Okay, the King of Cups is quite an emotional guy. He's quite tapped into his emotions. And he can be very loyal, warm-hearted. But it is about control and balance. It is about wisdom. It's about diplomacy, mystery, devotion, someone who offers us advice. So what if I get with you here with the King of Cups, Shaylee? What have I got? Okay, I don't know whether you just started dating someone. There's a feeling here, and I'm being told knight in shining armor. So I don't know whether someone has come to you in your rescue or in your need, or whether you're dating somebody, because we've got here this warm-hearted, creative, someone offering advice. It says on the card here, gentle, emotional, shy. So I feel like someone is coming to you to, get the damsel in distress. I don't know whether you've been going through something, but there's definitely going to be somebody who's going to be helpful. And what was the key again? I'm interested now. What was the key again? Oh, that's right. Doors opening to you. Positives. And, for relationships, it says a great card for relationships. Very much like a right hand, left hand working together. Ebb and flow. Withstands life's trials and tribulations. Wow. I did recently meet someone, but I think he's in love with his ex. Well, that's what that one is. We'll read the next one then. because that's what I've got. Knight in shining armor coming to your rescue. Oh. Don't know how I'm going to read these two now. You've confused me. Because I knew this deck was going to be weird with your reading, didn't I? I knew it. Now I'm going to have to put that away from it. Let me just put this deck away and get another one. Didn't I tell you? I said, oh, I don't know whether I want to read this deck with this one. I just put that back in there too. Goes in the same little bag. Yeah, they are. They're really cute. Nice to change. I like to change it up a bit. Sometimes I get a bit bored. All right. Let me put these two back. And I like to put everything back. So then a card never gets lost. That's the key, guys. If anyone ever reads, always put them away. All right, I might just do the, I don't know. We'll try these, see how we go with yours. I knew that deck, didn't I tell you? Okay. You can rewind. Okay, Charlie, what's we got? Doesn't really matter what cards I think. It's all intuitive anyway. All right, the cards are just interesting. King of Cups again. Didn't I tell you? This is not, that's so weird. You got it twice. So you've got, and I did say to you, you're going to have somebody that's going to come to the rescue, like a damsel in distress. And the King of Cups with this card it's about somebody who really likes to listen, somebody who is very mindful, and they give advice. So, yeah. So that's an interesting take. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Maybe that can make you rethink what you're getting there. You know, is he listening? Is he caring? Is he open? So just keep that in mind, because sometimes we can manifest, you know, like our fears. So that's it. Have I read everybody? I think I have. But yeah, keep that in mind. If I haven't read you, make sure you go over to Facebook and TikTok as well if you're watching the replay. But guys, that is it. Have a good one, everybody.